I was born this way. Classic song. All right, let's do it. Welcome back to the show, Reed. Back in the old dojo, the old stomping grounds, huh, Governor?
You got kicked out of school.
Yeah,
Kicked out
rebel
of
man.
school, got sent home.
Rebel without a cause. That's what they call me. But very special episode today.
69,
Episode
baby.
69. Our favorite number is every guy's favorite number. And we've made it to...
This isn't our first 69, though. We started 69 Monday.
Yeah, we had some technical difficulties. That's why we didn't release an episode this past week. It was supposed to be episode 69. And it was actually a banger of an episode. And
I know, it was so
our technical supervisor of the show completely screwed the pooch and dropped the ball. And
what a damn idiot, huh?
What a absolute despicable
guy
con man.
Get it together.
You're a con man.
That's something.
You got that right.
I know. I was editing it and I was like trying to figure. Actually, you know what? This con comes on somebody else.
Yeah,
it's one of the hosts.
Which one?
Yeah,
the one that, dude, I remember when I did it, because what happened was we were doing it because I still don't have Wi-Fi at my apartment, and we were doing it how we've been doing it for the past like 4 or 5 episodes, where we're on a phone call and recording separately on all of our different devices. But a lot of times in my house, the phone call will drop after a while. And so we'll be just kind of sitting there. And I don't know why I did it this time, because it's dropped before and we've like fixed it.
Yeah, but it dropped like 5 times.
Yeah, but the first time it dropped, for some reason, I stopped my audio too. And then that messes up the audio. So it was never synced up with the thing. It was just a complete mess. So, but when I pressed it, when I stopped it, I was like, oh boy. I was like, what did I do? And I quickly pressed play. I was like, why did I do that?
And what you also did is you didn't clarify that you stopped it. So I was screaming at my computer going, what the hell? Because it would start off fine. And I was like, and then all of a sudden it would be like you weren't synced up. And I'm like, what is going on? And I thought we were having the problem that if you look at all our other episodes where it's like kind of off, but yours was way off. So I was like, why is it way off this time? That doesn't make sense. And then I was looking at the file and I went, wait a minute, did he stop it?
See, I was going to tell you, but I was like, I think maybe if I just don't say a word, maybe he can figure it out without like knowing. But then I remember I get a Snapchat. It's like, hey, did you stop recording at some point? I was like, oh boy. It's like they messed it up.
Because when I'm editing it, you could see that we're synced up. Like you could see the audio levels and it's all the same. And I was like, okay, so where does it go wrong? And then I went to where the first call dropped and I was like, now I see.
Well, anyways, let's go back to 69, Reed, because
69 it, baby.
Let's 69 this episode. Reed, how old were you when you found out what 69 was?
I would have to say probably going into high school, like around that area. And I found out in high school because it was like people would laugh at it
when someone did it to you. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, that's what I was like. Oh, this is what this is.
Yeah, I think I found out probably 8th grade.
Yeah, it was like one of those things where you'd hear people like say 69, like on what is it? That movie Bill and Ted, when they say 69, and you're like,
classic movie.
That's a weird number to pick. And then you hear people say 69, or you hear someone say it, and then somebody laughs, and you're like, why is that funny?
See, I was that kid. I would laugh at when everyone said it because I had an older brother, obviously, and he would always laugh at it. So I was like, I'm gonna be like him. And so I would always laugh, but not knowing really what I was laughing at, but acted like I did. And then I finally found out. No,
you know what? I
blew my mind.
I can point. I think I could. I found the point in my head, somewhere lost in my head, where I realized, and it was freshman year. Somebody on our team, when we were picking our numbers, picked 69 for that reason. And they're like, pretty funny, huh? And I'm like, yeah, that's pretty funny. And then I think somebody clarified. Somebody asked, because I didn't want to be the first one. You don't be the kid that asks. You don't know anything. You got to be the cool guy. And then one kid was
fake it until you make it.
Yeah. And then I got saved because the kid was like, what is 69? And then he's like, oh, you don't know. Oh my God. Then he explained it to him. And I was like, look at this guy. What an idiot, huh? He doesn't know. He doesn't get it.
I've done that on so many occasions. If I don't know something, I'm not going to admit that I don't know. I'm going to fake it until
Oh, yeah.
until somehow I figure it out by
Mm-hmm.
someone else saying it. But yeah, I was probably around the same. Eighth grade, I learned a lot about what goes down in
Oh,
the
yeah. Eighth grade.
with
That's
the
when you get
birds and the
everything.
bees. And that's when I got all of it. And then freshman just reclarified all of it.
Mm-hmm.
It was, and then some. So
I say you start getting that humor though when they first teach you like what was it when you do like the puberty, like the health puberty class and like going into sixth grade. I think fifth grade's when they gave it to us. And then you start adding everything up and you're like, okay, now I get it.
I remember a specific video that I watched like during those learning phases, like sex ed or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It was an animated penis, all right?
You know what? I think I watched the same video. I think I know where you're going
And
with this.
it was just an animated penis. It had a smiley face, and it just kept going up and down. And then it was like get all happy, and then all of a sudden it exploded.
Yeah.
And I was sitting there, I was like, so this is what those things are. Huh? And then I went home and I tried it myself. See if this was a true story.
I was still confused when I saw that. I was like, wait a minute, hold on.
It
A
took
lot
me
more with this thing.
took me a long time to figure out how to properly do it. I'll tell you that. It took me a good, probably after I saw that video, it took me probably a good 3 weeks to figure out how to master
that every day.
it. Huh?
You're thinking about that like, what are they talking about, huh?
Yeah,
What
yeah.
does this mean?
Those are some weird videos. Have you ever watched a birth?
You know what? Some kids I know said that they watched that in health class. I never did.
I never got to. I saw mine on
Oh.
Facebook.
Oh, what?
Yeah, it was weird. It popped up on my Facebook.
What grade
feed
were you in?
A couple years ago.
Oh, okay.
Like obviously I knew how babies like came out and everything, but like a couple years ago I saw it with my own eyes, and let me tell you, yeah, not a pleasant sight. Those women, I respect you, man. I couldn't do it. I could not do it.
Yeah, I was asking what grade because I know for a while Facebook was like the wild, wild west. Like you could get anything on that page. Like I remember I saw a beheading on there when I was like in sixth grade, and I was like, whoa, let's slow it down.
I've had my fair share of beheadings on the internet. Also, a lot of times on Instagram back in the day, it doesn't happen much now, but if people got hacked, the hacker would post a lot of like porn or nudity or whatever. So I'd see that all the time as a kid. And then, but Twitter nowadays, man, I'm afraid to open. Sometimes I'm afraid to open Twitter in public, because you never know what's going to pop up on that feed.
That gets wild.
People will just like and share whatever they want, and they don't care.
Twitter doesn't censor anything. They're just like, all right, let it roll. The Taliban can exist on Twitter. Anybody can.
They just let it go. Where's my water? You got your hydration break?
Oh, hydration break.
Got it. We got it. To remain peak performance of us athletes, me and you.
See, we were like the first generation that just was on social media, and they just threw everything at us.
Well, I remember the original Snapchat. Like, I was on it pretty early.
Yeah,
because I remember I was seeing this girl that was like a couple years older than me in middle school, and so she had it too. I think she was going into a freshman year, and I was like 7th or 8th grade, right around there. So she had more like knowledge, and so like I got on Snapchat. But man, Snapchat back then I remember that was like the big thing.
It was popping back then.
It was popping.
See, I found out about it my 8th grade year, and I was scared to get on it because we went to this conference and they had like this FBI agent who pretended to be like a 13-year-old girl who would catfish people.
Chris Hansen, baby.
Yeah, and he was like, anything you post on there, it stays on there. Anybody can find it. It disappears. Anybody can find it. He's like, you know how many files we have of just people snap, and I was like, oh my
I
god.
hope, is that true? Because I hope that's not true.
He said it's true. He's like,
I've been on Snapchat for a long time. I've
mm-hmm.
I've sent and received stuff that, whatever.
Yeah,
But
he was the first one who pointed out that was like, if you get an inappropriate picture from an underage girl and you're underage, and then he's like, when you turn 18, boom, jail time. Which I think there's a gray area in that now.
that's not true. If you're underage,
I feel like back then it was more of a big thing because like the internet was new.
yeah.
But I feel like since everybody like who's our age who are adults now, I feel like it doesn't happen like that anymore.
Yeah,
I feel like
no
it was
way.
something they were looking into, and then now they're just like, okay, never mind. Most of these kids have sent some.
I'm
weird
also
stuff.
pretty sure I read something that it's like a law now. Like you can't go back and receive, like, because they can go, like, there is a way for like the FBI or like whatever to get into your past, what you've sent, but they can't just do it. They have to have a court order thing. Because I remember reading it was about these, not to get down, but it's about these two kids that got lost at sea in Florida. They took their father's boat out because they were knew how to drive it and stuff, but they were like probably like freshmen or sophomores in high school. They took it out and they never were seen again. I'm assuming they haven't been found either. It's been about 4 or 5 years, but anyways, the only reason I know that, I've read it in a magazine.
Pretty dark.
Yeah, pretty dark. The only reason I know that in a magazine, it said that the FBI was, because they sent some Snapchats while they were on the ship, like moments leading up to when the last were like heard from, and so they were like getting court orders and everything to try to go back into looking at those Snapchats, and that's when I was like, whoa, they can do that.
Yeah,
bastards.
I mean, just don't do anything crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you're good.
Just don't get Chris Hansen, man.
But I was
he's
just
on
paranoid
there
when I was younger. I was just like, man, I got to stay off of this Snapchat.
Yeah.
I want to run for president one day.
We've talked about Chris Hansen before on this episode, and
I love him so much.
I love that whole show, that whole thing. It's just, there's something so funny and pleasing watching these guys get just the disappointment on their face when they walk in and they see Chris Hansen instead of
some of them just cry like babies, and they're like,
and some of them try to get out of it like, I'm just checking in. I just didn't think it was appropriate for a girl her age to be home alone, so I was just being a good Samaritan. Like,
I was coming here to warn her about the dangers of the internet. And he started early. He started like back when the internet was first booming.
Well, back then, like if you can go on YouTube and look up To Catch a Predator. And if you go back to like the earliest ones, they didn't arrest the people. They let them go. Like the people that they would catch, but they would like put them on like a list for the FBI to like watch them.
Yeah.
but towards the later episodes, like that's when they started. They had the cuffs and shackles ready to go in the back.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. Like with, I know there's a lot of amateur people who do it on YouTube now.
No.
But it's like, the thing is it's like, it's fun to watch, but they don't get arrested, and there's like no because there's like the law, like they're just like, hey man, we can't do anything with this. You gave us the information, like we'll put them on a list.
Yeah,
but like,
we should make a video of that. Let's we're gonna make a profile and.
Oh, dude, we could catch so many people.
I'll be a 13-year-old girl. I have no problem. Or 13. I mean, once you shave your beard, you knocked off 10 years. You knocked off 10 years, so you could probably pass as probably a 15 to 16-year-old. I think.
Dude, it'd be like that one that we watched with the. It was like the guy looked like a grown man.
Yeah, the actor. He was like, he's like easily 24, but he was trying to be like 14.
He's like a former Marine too. They kept throwing that in, that he's a former Marine. It was like, you really think this guy? He's all, I'm just here with my mommy and daddy.
Yeah,
13-year-olds don't say that.
Dude, we could easily get some of these people, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, I feel like it's hard though with the guys. Like guys, it's a little hard.
I don't know. I still think there's so many old men out there that just love little boys' butts, and they'll do anything to connect with them. So here's the thing in our town. There is a thing that you can look up to check people that are
Megan's
registered sex offenders. What?
Megan's Law.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, if you type in, I think it's just if you type in meganslaw.org, I think it pops up.
So I did that, and I looked up like it had a map of people that were like
Oh
registered sex
yeah,
offenders, and I looked around. There's a lot in this town, bro.
I know. I tried to look into like what they actually did because, like, I mean, I think you have to. Do you have to register if like you're peeing in public?
No, so that is a thing. If you get caught 3 times,
Oh, it's 3 times peeing in
three
public.
times, it's not one and done. You get 3 strikes, but you get 3 strikes, and then you have to literally register as a sex offender, dude, for like 5 or 6 years. I think that's terrible.
Oh, yeah. See, because since I live in the middle of nowhere, I like pee on the side of the road all the time with my, when you open the door and you just
Oh
pee
yeah.
like right there. But I'm always afraid that there's gonna be. It's the one time a cop's gonna be driving by. He's just all, "Hey, buddy, you're done."
I'll piss wherever, bro. I piss outside
Oh
all
yeah.
the time. And is that illegal?
I think it's a. I think it's a. If you get caught, I think it's a ticket.
Like, how big of a ticket we talking? Because
I don't know, because like how you said, there's like the 3 strikes. I think it's like the 3 strikes, and you got to register. But I think it's just a ticket. I think it also depends where you're at. Like if you're in a parking lot and people
yeah,
are around and you're just pulling it out, just going for it, then
see,
that's probably a problem.
there's something oddly satisfying of peeing outside. I
Oh
think
yeah,
where
I do
you're
it all the
not
time.
like, dude. Outside, I peed. My bathroom's right here.
Hmm.
Sometimes I'll just go like late at night. I did it a couple times, like not that long ago that I
Hmm.
remember. I don't know why I didn't just go into the bathroom, but I woke up in the middle of the night and I stumbled outside half asleep and I pissed outside right off the deck. And
Oh
it was
yeah.
something magical about peeing with the stars and the moon right there. And
Hmm.
there's a nice little chill in the air and I just let it flow, baby.
Yeah.
Let it
See,
flow.
the only thing I hate is I got like a neighbor right next to me, a neighbor
I
right
did too.
here,
I
and then
did
I can
too.
see the neighbor's house. It's got to be dark. It's got to be nighttime.
I don't care.
You'll just go for it.
I mean, I don't pee a ton in the daytime outside.
Hmm.
Daytime I'll take it to the bathroom, but nighttime, dude, I'll let it flow out in the shade, baby.
See, I got a couple of spots that I could do during the day that people can't see,
You
but
marking your territory left and right.
but I'm also worried because of my driveway. The road's right there, and people walk by sometimes, and I'm just sitting there, just free willy.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what's the like most public place I've pissed. It's probably at school. I've pissed at school on the ground.
What?
I've
Hold
done
on,
it.
like
I've done it.
where at though?
Any school I go to, I'll pee on the ground. I don't care.
I think that might be a little risky, but like it
It's
depends
an
where you're
adult
peeing
school.
at.
It's not a kid's
Okay.
school. It's an adult school. Easy there, guy.
Well,
I mean, I
you
mean,
got to clarify these things.
no, I mean the high school we went to. I've pissed out there when I was in high school too, though. So fair
Yeah,
game, expo facto. You know,
but like, where are you peeing?
it doesn't matter. I'll pee in the stairwell. I'll pee in the bushes.
Oh, okay, bushes. That's acceptable.
Yeah. I mean, I try to keep it clean. I don't try to pee on like monuments or just
Yeah,
places where people are going to sit. I'll be polite enough to take it to the corner where no one goes, or the
the way
bushes
you
or
were
the
the way
trees.
you were wording that, it made it sound like you'll just drop anywhere and piss.
Yeah. Do you? I don't know if I've asked you this before, but do you open up like if you're wearing pants? Do you open up your zipper and put your thing through there and pee? I've,
Sometimes.
yeah, I'm afraid to do that. Afraid to get
Uh,
locked.
yeah, there's a couple times where I'm like have to make sure it's really tucked in there so I don't just zip it up. I got to
Yeah,
make sure it's back where it needs to be. But it is
bro. And
risky sometimes.
in the locker room at my at Sac State just like 2 days ago, the stall that I always piss in. I always piss in this one stall. It's my urinal. I like to
Hmm.
pee in it. And someone was in there when I
Uh-oh.
went in there and he peed and he flushed. The thing started squirting out water and it flooded the whole bathroom. Dude, just the thing was just overflowing. It was a waterfall coming out of the toilet. I was like, see what happens when you use my toilet. And I was like, that's why you don't flush. Yeah.
You don't flush.
Whoa, I do have a question I've been meaning to ask. I keep thinking of it
Hmm.
after we record the podcast, but I forget to do it. Do you wash your hands after you piss?
Depends on the location. Like,
So if
or
you're
it depends. it depends. Like, say if I'm getting ready to eat or something, or I'm around other people, I'm gonna wash my
So
hands.
okay, so like at your house, do you wash your hands at your house after you take care of
No,
business?
if I know I'm not eating or I'm not touching anybody, like shaking hands with anybody, then no.
See, I only do it. I will only wash my hands in the bathroom if
Hmm.
if there's someone else in there that can see me, just
Hmm.
for the peer pressure of like I don't want him being like, "Yo, you didn't wash your hands, bro," and
Hey,
walk out.
hey, bro, wash your hands, man.
Well, sometimes I'll go to the sink and I'll just start the water and I don't really put my hands under just to make the illusion that I did it
Yeah.
because I don't like wash my hands and I have a reasoning that's a pretty good reasoning of why. Okay, shitting, I can understand why you'd want to,
Hmm.
most of the time. Most of the time I wash my hands after I shit
Wait, most of
if
the
I
time.
if I got time. Sometimes I'm in a rush, I don't it's not like my hands going directly into my bung,
I
so
know, still.
I know. Okay. I
I,
say okay, I'll say 3/4 of the time I wash my hands after I take a shit. But piss. So here's the reason behind why I don't wash my hands after I piss.
okay,
I'm touching the cleanest part of my body.
that's
The
okay. Hmm.
That's the spot I spend the most time. When we talked about how we shower, our shower techniques, that's the spot I spend 95% of the shower cleaning.
Yeah.
Is my Johnson and Johnson and all that. So if we do that, now why do I gotta touch? Because I
Hmm.
mean, why do I gotta? I'm gonna touch it when I go to the bathroom. Why do I gotta wash after that? Because I'm not flushing the toilet either. I'm not flushing a
Yeah.
urinal. Urinals, I mean, it goes right down. Uh,
Yeah, that's why I always hit the urinals that have like water in it. But it's like, why does it? It just goes straight down. Don't put water in it. Come on.
yeah, come on, we're in a drought, man. You
Yeah.
know, we're in a drought, and so that's why I don't wash my hands after I pee, is because I'm very clean down there.
Mhm.
I'm germ free most of the time, unless it's after like a good workout. I work up a good funk down in that
Mhm.
area. So that case, but even then, most of the time I'm gonna shower after that. So I shower, then I'm extra clean again. I don't need to wash
Yeah.
my hands. No
Yeah, I can
need.
see it. It makes sense.
You ever piss on your like hand by accident though?
Dude,
Like
of course.
it
Who hasn't?
ricochets off that urinal, dude. Because sometimes I'm
Dude,
peeing
that
just
disgusts
absolute
me sometimes
streams,
because
dude.
I
I'm
know
peeing
there's somebody
absolute
else that peed
streams.
there, and then I get the ricochet, and I'm like, oh gosh.
See, I don't really freak out about that, and I don't even freak about like pee on my hand. Like that's when I'll put my hand underwater. But like,
Mhm.
um, but dude, when I'm hydrated and I'm shooting some freaking absolute river streams,
Mhm.
dude, that thing ricochet right back and hit me.
Now, have you ever had to pee? Have you ever been like to like I don't know, maybe a sporting event or something? They have them at these places. Have you ever peed in like the trough?
I've never peed in a trough. I've seen those, like the ones with the ice in it,
See, I don't think I've ever peed in one with the ice,
because I've
but I
seen
know which
those
ones
in
you're talking about.
movies. But like the
Hmm.
troughs, I've never pissed in a trough.
Oh, dude, I have. It's real awkward.
I kind
Shoulder to
of want
shoulder
to
with an
though.
shoulder to shoulder with another man pissing.
I mean, that's the thing. I was thinking about this the other day. Going to pee at like events where there's like a bunch of dudes like pissing in urinals, like,
Mhm.
and then are you one of those guys that will go to like a corner one and like fully turn while he pees?
No. I
See,
used to be.
yeah, but I let it flow. I'll let it hang. I don't care because
Hmm.
thinking it back, the amount of time I've spent in a men's locker room,
Yeah.
you know, with all my years of football, three different schools.
Hmm.
I've seen a lot. I've seen a lot. All right?
Oh
So
yeah, you
that
see
shit
him,
doesn't bother me anymore. That shit doesn't bother me anymore. So, you
and
just
it's
let it
not like
flow.
anybody's directly looking.
I'll take a
Everybody's staring
glance.
at the wall. I have never
I'll,
taken a glance,
okay.
dude.
No, tell me something. You tell
Maybe
me
when I
when
was
you're peeing.
younger.
No, you're telling me when you're pissing and you have like a grown man behind. Decide you want to just take a peek down just to see see if he's
Absolutely
if
not.
he's
I don't
beating you.
want to. I don't want to see that. See, okay, here's my thing. I have a hard time peeing if somebody's right next to me.
Oh, I don't.
Really, dude, I don't know what it is. If another grown man is peeing right next to me, I have a huge problem. I can't pee.
Yeah, you're a little shy boy. It's like, all right.
Dude, I guess that's what it is. Yeah, if another grown man, but I'm trying to say, no. Okay, so here's the thing: if it's one where, like, the urinals I'm talking about, shoulder to shoulder,
Yeah,
I
baby.
can't pee. If a guy is a gap over, I can pee. And what about those
See,
weirdos? Okay, hold on. What about those weirdos
I already know
where
who you're
you
talking
got
about. It's
you got
me.
like
It's me.
100 of them, and
It's
they
me, baby.
choose to go right next to you? I hate that so much.
That's me. I'm
You
that
just
guy
made it
because,
so uncomfortable.
well, for me, it makes me more comfortable. I feel way alone if I'm over by myself, on an island, trying to pee. I want a little comfort. I don't mind a little head nod when you walk up, like,
Hmm.
what's up, bud? Then you just take care of business. I don't mind.
Dude,
Hydration break.
oh, hydration break. I got a story to tell you after this.
Oh, bet. Mm-mm-mm. Nothing like that signature select refresh from Safeway, baby.
Oh, I got that. I got that Crystal Geyser,
The geezer.
the geezer, baby. So,
All right,
anyways,
what's your story?
so like back in June when I went on vacation, we stopped at this gas station and
Slight flex.
talk about the strangest setup. I don't know who set this up, who was designing this bathroom, but there's a bunch of urinals, okay? And
Yeah.
then all of a sudden, when you're walking out, there's like this very small hallway where the sinks are. And there's like 3 sinks. So what happens is I'm peeing. All of a sudden, this big dude comes in and is washing his hands. And then there's another guy right behind him. So I got to shoot the gap.
Oh yeah.
So I go up, I say, "Excuse me," because I'm polite. And this dude didn't speak English.
Oh boy.
And so I'm like, "Oh boy," had to shoot the gap. I rubbed on his backside. I had to choose who was going to get the junk.
Yeah.
I rubbed on his backside, straight rubbed right on him. My
Oh yeah.
Johnson rubbed right on him. And I sprinted out of there because I'm like, dude, I can't look at this guy now. Straight rubbed right on him. He even like looked back like, what the hell? I'm like, hey man, I said excuse me. I shot the gap.
Yeah. I've been in so many situations, like, especially like at school, because like people just will stand in the middle of anywhere. So
Oh
you gotta
yeah.
like squeeze past, and you always gotta sometimes make this decision, like, are you getting my ass or are you getting my front? Or who's getting
Yeah,
my ass,
dude.
who's getting
You
my
gotta
front?
make the decision.
If there's obviously a girl, she's obviously getting the ass, okay? She's getting the butt.
Yeah.
If it's a guy, sometimes it's a punishment. Like, okay, you're gonna stand in the front. Now
You're
you gotta
getting the
get this thing.
Johnson.
You're getting the Johnson, and you're gonna deal with it.
Oh, dude. Say if there was like 2 girls right there, I would have waited. I can't. I'm not risking that, dude.
Or you just get on all fours and crawl through.
Because that comes to the point where I'm like, hey, I'm not putting myself in this situation.
Yeah, hashtag me too, not me.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah,
Hashtag
dude,
not
that
me.
causes a scene. And then I'm just like, okay, never no, I'll wait.
Yeah. Yeah. With with the bathroom, here's the thing. If there's a long line, I can wait to piss.
Hmm.
Because most of the time, if I'm at a public place, I don't need to piss that bad because I probably didn't hydrate that much. But like if I'm at like school or like getting like ready for practice or whatever, I'm
Uh-huh.
guzzling down water. So that time I got to pee a bunch. But like at a public event, like if I go to a sports game or something, I'm good. I can hold the piss.
Yeah.
But with shit, I have a gift with shit. Okay, I can hold that sucker for a full day,
Oh, dude, yeah, I could do that too, man.
dude. A full day. I can.
I
I
keep a
have
solid brick in there, dude. It's not
see.
coming out.
See, I always let it go in the morning. That's my time to just absolutely just let loose. Is the morning after you get some caffeinated drinks in you.
Hmm.
But after that, there's a good chance I won't shit again until maybe nighttime or maybe the next morning. I'll
Oh
wait.
yeah.
because it's a process. If I'm gonna shit, it's gonna be. I got to make some time out of my day. I got to set aside a good
Yeah.
20 to 30 minutes.
Yeah, see, I'm that guy. I need 20. I
Yeah.
can't be the quick release and go.
No, I'm gonna be sitting there for a while. I usually bring my computer in to
Mhm.
the bathroom at school because might as well get some work done while I'm here. Okay, I'm gonna be sitting here for a while. Might as well be productive. But and people also think that's gross that I bring my schoolwork in the bathroom. Like, sorry, I'm I'm taking
Hey,
care of
man.
business.
Yeah,
I'm trying to get an education here while
knocking two
releasing.
things out at once.
Yeah, double task.
No, I got mad respect for people who could just do the dump and run. Because I'm
Yeah,
like, God, those guys must live so freely. They can just do it anywhere and they can just run out.
yeah. See, I
Takes them like
literally
15
can't.
minutes.
Like
No,
a
dude.
road trip, like whenever I make my trip to Idaho around Christmas to visit my grandma, like that's a 12-hour drive. Okay. So
Hmm.
I'll shit before I get in. I'll shit before we leave. And then after that, I'm good to go. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
the only time when we stop for the bathroom, it's because I need to piss.
Hmm.
Or even on the road trip, that's when you let it flow outside, baby.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
you start marking your territory through multiple states, multiple towns, you know,
Oh.
but yeah, the shit, I can wait. I can hold this bad boy
See, with
unless I have
team.
caffeinated drinks. That's
Oh,
the
yeah,
only
that'll
thing
ruin you.
because it's caffeinated drinks and grease. If I have a greasy meal,
Oh.
dude, something about grease, dude. When I tell you, instantly, the moment I swallow, dude, it's like it just
Hmm.
skips all the process and goes straight to my ass. It's
Yeah,
like, all
see,
right, we need to go.
if I know I'm on a drive or if I'm like out in public, I won't go for the greasy stuff, man. I will, because like I know it'll ruin me. It'll ruin my
Mhm.
whole day. And even if I don't have to go to the bathroom, it'll like I'll just feel like I'm heavy and I'll feel gross from just eating a big old greasy meal.
See, let me ask you something. What's the like road trips? Okay. What's like a road trip? Do you take any road trips that are like consistently, like at least every year? Do you take a certain kind of
Yeah,
road trip?
yeah.
How
I go
far
down
is
to
it?
like down to L.A.
So it's about 8 hours, right?
Yeah.
Do you, what's your snack situation like? Are you a snacker on the road? Because I like to snack on the road,
Hmm.
but
Yeah.
I'm very cautious and particular
Hmm.
about the snacks I have.
Yeah. I'll bring like some peanuts, maybe like a bag of chips if I'm feeling risky. Because sometimes even a bag of chips that can ruin
Oh,
everything.
oh yeah, baby.
And then, or I'll find something liquid like a protein shake just so you have something that just gets taken down right away and then you're done.
See what I did last Christmas on my way to Idaho. I went to grocery outlet, and at the time they had my favorite protein shakes of all time. I don't remember what the brand name is, but
Hmm.
it came in a can like this big of a can, and it was 50 grams of protein in each, and
Oh.
they were good protein shakes though. They were like my
Hmm.
favorite. Grocery outlet unfortunately doesn't have the only reason I like them from grocery outlet is because they were $1, where those are
Yeah.
like $5 a can. So I got like, I think I got like 20 of them before the road trip. I drank about 5 of them on the way there. I drank probably 5 to 10 um, while I was in Idaho, and then I had 5 on the way back. But those things, you start to get a little hungry.
Oh yeah. You just crack one of those babies open.
But I like fruit, like some apples, just apples on the road. Obviously the nuts, the seeds, gotta have those.
Hmm.
And then I think, see, I don't like. So if I go to like a Taco Bell's, like those are in most places, so that's usually a
Hmm.
stop for on that road trip, that particular one.
Hmm.
But get, I usually get just the shredded chicken burritos, you know,
That's probably a good move. You don't want
because
you,
I
you don't want
avoid
to
the
ruin
ground beef.
everything.
I avoid the
Yeah.
ground beef at Taco Bell because chances are that's like a cat, maybe a horse. I know it's not a regular ground beef.
Oh no. You
Yeah,
don't know what you're getting there. Yeah, when it comes to see, I like having something to drink when I'm on the road, just
like
because
a
I'm
beer.
like, yeah, just crack a cold one,
Crack open a cold one, maybe a Heineken, Miller's
or like
Light.
water or something. I like to. I for some reason I have a weird thing where I have to have a liquid in the car that I'm drinking, and
Yeah,
but
yeah.
the thing is I gotta pee all the time, but I can hold it. But then I don't know. I start getting to the point where I'm sweating holding it.
Oh
I
yeah,
have to pee a lot. I pee so much.
I feel you. I feel you. I was like that. Dude, a couple weeks ago, I had to pee. I was holding my pee because we had a couple meetings for football,
Mhm.
and that's like the time that I'm always because our meeting rooms are upstairs. I would have to run downstairs to go pee, and I'm a guy that's very paranoid about being late, and there's
Yeah.
not a lot of time, so I miss time it, and I don't get to pee before in the meetings.
Oh yeah.
But and then I had carried the jug that you have, and that's what I'm chugging on, bro. I I'm not even kidding. I was my legs were shaking,
I've
and
been there.
my blood because I was squeezing so hard. When I tell you, I tried to run down to go pee, I couldn't even run. That's how tight my bladder was from squeezing so hard.
Hmm.
And dude, I let loose when I finally got to that bathroom. It almost hurt. That's how long I held it. It hurt
Hmm.
so bad peeing,
Oh
and
yeah.
but it was a lot, and it was a good one. But on the
Dude, there
road,
was.
baby, I'm dropping those things left and right on the side of the road. You can't stop me. It's not illegal on the road trips.
Oh,
That's in the
dude,
law.
you got to on the road
Gots
trips.
to.
But usually, like, I don't know if you're in California, but probably going to Idaho. There's not much choices for bathrooms.
Well, one particular road, and it's usually the road that I drive. It's right outside Winnemucca, Nevada.
Mhm.
Um, so you go to the gas station, you fill up, grab a couple snacks, because this road is literally probably 4 hours of literally just a straight line through like the
Oh
desert
yeah.
and mountain and like canyons, just nothing for 4 hours. So you have to like fill up, and that's like usually the road I do
Hmm.
when I drive. And yeah, it's just a straight shot, but dude, you need to go pee. You literally just pull over, and you're in the freaking desert.
Oh yeah.
And chances are you're not going to see a car for a little while, so you get
Especially
some
on that
time.
straightaway. You got some time on that straightaway too if you can see it in the distance.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
like,
You're like,
okay, I
okay, I
got
can pull
time.
over. Yeah, I got to pull over. But yeah, I think I'm going making that trip again in December. I got some trips coming up. I got that, and then gonna fly to um, Texas to visit my brother and his
Oh
family and
heck yeah.
niece.
Good old Texas, brother.
Texas forever, baby.
Yeah,
Get some
see, I'm
barbecue.
trying to think. I have coming up. I have my brother's wedding, which is like
Yeah, never
it's
got
kind
my
of a
invite,
drive.
by the way. It must have got
I,
lost in the mail. Do you not know my new address of my apartment? I was assuming that was probably the problem.
yeah, I must have got lost in the mail.
Because I was
How it
thinking, I was
goes.
like, he probably wants some live entertainment for the wedding. So, we bring our microphones and, we'll
Oh yeah, we
crush a
can record a
podcast right
podcast
on
right there.
stage. Yeah, on stage.
But yeah, so I have that coming up. So that's like a 4 hour drive. Then like right after that, going down to LA. And
Yeah.
then pretty much like a couple weeks after I get back, me and my dad have to do a business trip down to LA too.
Mm.
So it's just
Business
like,
people doing business things. I
yeah,
see it.
dude, so I'm just gonna be living on the road, brother.
Uh,
Making cities.
well, what about when we do our live tour
Oh,
of the podcast?
oh yeah.
We travel from state to state, going out doing a little podcast on the road, little clubs, mostly strip joints. Uh,
Oh, dude, that would be one heck of a live show.
oh
I
gosh.
see that they do like comedy shows at strip clubs sometimes.
Yeah, that's a tough gig. That's a tough time to get people to laugh because
Right?
they are in heat. Um, so that's a tough one to get people's attention on you.
Yeah, I think most of these have to be like strictly comedy. Like, hey, this is a comedy night, pal. Don't come in here looking for anything.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. I want to contact the place in our town that have like open mic nights or whatever, and
Mhm.
see if we can get us booked to do a live show. That'd be
I
fun.
mean, they would have to have a return, but I don't know if they're gonna get much return out of this.
Come on, man. We're local legends around here.
Local legends. Good old boys, the legends.
But I think we could crush a live show. I
Mhm.
really do. But also part of me feels like we try to ask a question to like the crowd, and like something would happen, and then we'd start to panic, and then or one of us like loses our cool, and then it turns into a brawl.
I feel like us too. We would have a lot of people to be like, "What the hell are these kids up here talking about?
Yeah, who the hell are these kids?
We talking about pissing." Okay, so when you're on the road, where do you pee?
Now, let me ask you guys something. When's the first time you guys 69'd in here?
Do you guys hold your dump all day, or you quick release?
Yeah, we definitely have to warn the place that that we're signing up for what you're gonna get. Maybe do a little research, watch a couple of our episodes, see if it works for your guys' type of comedy. Yeah, but yeah, it's getting to that time. There you go. Episode 69. We've been on here for 69 episodes.
Oh yeah.
I don't know how many we've been on YouTube. As a couple, as a partner,
I saw that
relationship, as a relationship, as a love
going
life,
steady, as they say.
Yeah,
been on YouTube for a year, going steady.
More than a year. We're coming up on year and a half, probably.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, year and a half.
Dang.
Episode's 69.
69, sheesh, baby.
Sheesh.
Getting up there.
Yeah. Raid, where can they find you, Mimigo?
You could find me here every week at the show with Jay and I, baby.
Live from New York City. Saturday. You can find me JJ_man_20 Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. Go follow this podcast on Instagram, the show _with Junior, for updates about the show. Like and subscribe this channel. Channel's growing, views are growing up. If you guys listen to this, we have a lot of listeners from other countries, which is cool. We appreciate you guys' support.
Maybe some people trying to steal our identity.
Something like that. I see it. We added a new country. I think it was New Zealand.
Oh, not a lot of people there. Maybe we should do a live show there.
My New Zealand folks. Don't know what kind of language you guys speak, but hello.
They speak English.
They speak English. You speak a bit English. Hello. Hello from the United States. But if you guys listen, that's great. If you guys want to see us, see our ugly mugs on the screen, go check out the show with JNR on YouTube. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next week.